The blueprint of a true believer is following the Word, not your own rules. Many people claim to follow Jesus while ignoring the very things He did and commanded. They say they have a relationship with God, but they live as if His Word is just a suggestion. If you say you know the truth, you cannot pick and choose which parts to obey. A faith that has no action, no gratitude, and no connection to other believers is not the faith described in the Bible. The following scriptures prove that being a follower of Christ requires active obedience, constant thankfulness, and staying connected to the body of the church. Matthew 7:3-5. Why do you look at the bit of sawdust in your friend's eye, but you pay no attention to the piece of wood in your own eye? How can you say to your friend, "Let me take the bit of sawdust out of your eye"? How can you say that when there is a piece of wood in your own eye? You pretender. First take the piece of wood out of your own eye, then you will be able to see clearly to take the bit of sawdust out of your friend's eye. Jesus consistently gave thanks before eating, even when He was the one providing the miracle. Matthew 14:19. Jesus told the people to sit down on the grass. He took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven and gave thanks. Then He broke the loaves. He gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people. Luke 24:30. He sat down at the table with them. He took bread and gave thanks. He broke it and began to give it to them. People who say you don't need church are directly contradicting a clear command in the New Testament. It isn't a suggestion. It is an instruction for the health of the believer. Hebrews 10:25. Let us not give up meeting together. Some are in the habit of doing this instead. Let us encourage one another with words of hope. Some believe they can just be the church on their own. But the Bible says that those who separate themselves are in danger of being deceived. Proverbs 18:1. A person who stays away from others cares only about himself. He argues against all good sense. Timothy 4:3. The time will come when people will not listen to true teaching. Instead, they will want to hear things that please them. They will gather many teachers around them. Those teachers will say only what the people's ears want to hear. The Bible is clear that a person who truly knows God will produce fruit or actions that prove their faith. James 2:17. In the same way, faith by itself is dead if it doesn't do anything. 1 John 2:4. Suppose someone says, "I know Him," but they don't do what He commands. Then they are a liar. The truth is not in them.